Hello there, this is Cookies. I've got turn 53, which one should also be fairly short. It's another big scaling turn, but we get attacked in Saboria. I wonder if this is the... Nope, this isn't near the coast, so this is an assassination. This priest is trying to defend himself with a couple of Colossi warriors. So we did not get attacked by the boat this turn, and we did some looking around, and we discovered... I think they got Niflheim got attacked last turn, so they got attacked in Liss to start out with on the initial turn. And then I think they got attacked in Griffa, is what I think might have happened. But I heard that Niflheim got hit the first couple of times. In other news, though, we did some site searching, found a Grove of Fertility, which is one nature. And we cast Twiceborn. We found a Farm of Plenty, which is terrible. Yeah. And doesn't give you anything. A little bit of population growth, but it's not much. Berytos, though, found the Frozen Forest, which is 4 gems, and enables recruitment of Ice Druids. It's a really nice mage. I think the problem with it was I already had some amount of nature and water. I wasn't sure what to do with the cross path. And then Berytos has a ton of water, so I think it was mostly we weren't sure what to do with the cross path for the Ice Druid. That would make it worth building more infrastructure and maybe another fort. And then he also found a Copper Idol, which is 1 air. We found a bunch of Blood Slaves. And we got some Fire Gems, Fountain of Fire, and then we got 10 Fire Gems, which is great. Alright, because we are starting to save up for an Eternal Pyre cast. So we've got our caster here. We are patrolling here. This is trying one more time to catch the boat. Yeah, so we're still doing a lot of patrolling. I'm sending these guys to this lab so they can research and patrol at the same time. And I didn't think to do that with these guys here, because that would have been better. Rather than defending the tops of forts, which, you know, it sucks losing the PD, but we can live. And then because these guys are protecting this fort, so we'll have a full fortress next turn, and then these guys can move out. That's why I did that. And then we're getting more Dreamstones, Arcane Probing, and some Bowl of Blood, Twiceborn. So continuing to try and ramp up our research, and that's because a lot of the promised quills and lanterns Berytos was supposed to send us, he's instead using himself, and that was a conscious team decision. No, I give him crap about it, but yeah, it was a very solid team decision. Berytos has a lot better army fighting capabilities or potential, or has more of it relative to Machaka at this point in the game, given our current research. So it makes more sense to enable Berytos to have a proper field army with the full late mid-game magic. And it makes sense for both of us to have kind of okay mid-game magic, where maybe my army kind of sucks because I've lost it a lot, and his has better troops. So we made the decision that if we ended up going to war with Sarmatia, that I would do more of the raiding game, and Berytos would do more of the Doom stack. So that was kind of the idea there. In terms of my research, I'm almost to Alt 6. And I'm going to pick up Thumb 4 for more remote site searches. Conjuration 5 is for, I think, elementals and certain summons. Oh, Voice of Tiamat was a big reason for that, too. So we're still just trying to up our gem income. And then and then Construction 7 on my end. So I've started making Skull Mentors. I forget when we start doing it, but we're gonna have Berytos do a bunch of Raven feasting on his blood hunting, and that's gonna generate a bunch of death gems. And we're gonna use that to fuel Machaka instead. Um, uh, me using a bunch of fire gems or like, yeah. So instead of using fire gems on myself, for lanterns or air gems, I'm gonna send all those to Berytos. We're gonna power up Berytos with those, and we're gonna use death gems to power up Machaka. I can still get a fair amount of research going, and the Skull Mentor should be handy enough. So that's kind of the idea there. And I get a little bit of a forging discount on them because my Buddha can make them. So instead of the normal 10, I think they just cost 7, and you get 14 research. Now that's not as good as a lantern for 2 gems if I had construction 7, or even a lantern for 3 gems. But it's still pretty good, and we're having to make a bunch of Spider Clan to hold Dreamstones, so we're not going to be twice spawning quite as frequently. So that's why, so instead of more twice spawn, we're getting mages to hold Dreamstones for blowing through the Glamour gems, and then we're making Skull Mentors to use our death income to keep powering up in research. Yeah, and then this is a big problem. So otherwise, a pretty simple turn. And I will go ahead and see you in turn 54. And we'll see if we catch this boat. Have a good one.